You are now tuned in
to Respect the DJs podcast.
Welcome to Respect the DJ podcast. I'm your host, DJ Junebug, alongside DJ Khaled.
Let's go.
Today's guest is a talented and respected DJ, well known for the classic mixtapes and his timeless blends. With years of experience behind the turntables, he has mastered blending old school classic with fresh new tracks to create a sound that is unique to his own.
Facts.
He's a force not to be fucked with in the world of hip-hop mixtapes, and his blends are a testament to his talents and his love for the culture. Let's give it up for the one and only DJ Chill Will from the East Side, baby.
From the East Side.
From the East Side. What's up?
Respect the DJs, baby.
Yeah, facts on that. Well, thank you for coming out. Spending a couple hours with us. We appreciate it. You know what I mean? You could be doing something else, but you're here with us right now. You know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and kick it off real quick. So how'd you get your DJ name? Were there others before, or you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm from El Barrio, from the East Side, and then during the time in the '90s, there was another Chill Will. So he was on the West Side, and I wanted to be different, so I threw it from the East Side on mine. So that's where I got Chill Will from the East Side on my joint.
All right. That was too easy.
That was easy.
Too easy. I mean, that's how I like.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Next.
Keep it moving. So, what made you want to get into DJing? What made you start?
I mean, my I got music in my family. My grandfather, he used to be into the jazz and all that. Back in the days when he had the turntables. When I was small. At first, I used to slide on the 45. I used to like skate on those.
Yep.
But then after that, I took a liking to the music, and I wanted to be a DJ.
So when you talk about slide with a 45, explain to people what that meant. You know what I'm saying?
that
Because some
was a
people don't
joke.
know what that. Okay.
That was a joke. Like back in the days, when you was young, you used to slide when you didn't really know too much about the music. You used to slide on them like skates.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if
No,
anybody
I
had that experience.
I done it. I
was from the hood. I grew up in the hood. I don't know if y'all be from Belvedere or like.
Right. Nah, there's no Belvedere here. I grew up in Jersey City. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I grew up in the Polo Grounds. So.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. But and then from that, just the history from my grandfather, listened to the jazz all the time, Coltrane, and so I then watching other peers, other DJs. Then that's when I got into it.
Dope. Did anybody mentor you when you decided to take the leap and start DJing?
Never that.
Just
Nobody
watched.
mentored me, man. I basically created my own style, my own lane back in the days.
Right.
That's nobody really mentored me, man. I just watched and learned.
And then practiced.
And practice, and that's what I did with the blends. I was basically. For those who don't know Chill Will from the East Side, I created the masterpiece, a thing called the masterpiece, and
mixtape
the
series.
fruit flavors and all that. So I kind of have my own lane and creating my own, lingo and everything. So the masterpiece in fruit flavors is different genres of music. Back then in the '90s, you either had DJs spinning the freestyle reggae, or you was some DJs was cutting up the hip hop as it was coming along.
Right.
But I was, cutting everything up at one time. So I created a masterpiece. That's how I called it.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
And then the fruit flavors, different genres, R&B, reggae, hip hop for you and yours,
Ah, so there we go. That puts it together.
There you go. I just answered. I mean,
Yeah, like two questions.
I had two questions from the
Yes,
that we
sir.
had there. But the Masterpiece series
Yes,
is
sir.
what it was.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece definitely is in the mixtapes Hall of Fame, at least in my book. You know what I'm saying?
Master PEACE, because it was always love. You know what I mean? So I call it Masterpiece.
How many volumes did you do with that?
12.
12. Okay.
And it's still the most sought after mixtape
Oh, absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely,
It's a
yeah.
classic joint. Man.
Yeah, definitely. I know you put in a lot of work with that. Did you win any mixtape awards?
Yes, I did. I had one mixtape I was with Justo,
Justo?
All Stars. Yeah.
Okay.
I was, when we was on the radio, not the radio, but the cable radio back in the day. I'm trying to think.
The TV show?
Music
Music
Choice.
Choice,
Music
So
Choice.
I was on Music Choice.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, that's still going on. I think.
It's still going
It's
on.
still
yeah.
going on, but back then I was doing it so much. I was like, look, I gotta get paid, man.
Yeah. Now you gotta get
I gotta
paid.
go, but now look, it's still going.
Still going on. Yeah, I had the privilege to meet Justo before he passed away.
Yeah. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in
yes.
peace. Real. He was real good, real nice dude, man. Like I said, unfortunately, I didn't get to spend too much time with him,
Yeah.
but I was able to be blessed and actually meet him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I came back to New York to start doing mixtapes and stuff like that, and I used to rock with Hade, the Dream Team.
Shout out to
You know what I'm
Dream
saying?
Team.
Of course, shout out to Ant
Queens.
Live.
And live.
To my brother. So, I was getting there, my blends and stuff like that, and I had the privilege to meet him. So, real good dude, man.
Yeah.
So,
So nobody mentor him.
nobody mentored him.
Yeah,
nobody-
learn
everybody's-
on his own.
Right.
Practice, put in the work. Were there any?
Anybody inspired you?
Anybody inspire you at that time that you was?
I mean, I'm a shout
Checking
out to
for?
yeah. I mean, back then, I hate to tell my age, but
we all young. We all young. We all young.
I mean, I'm naming the greats, man. If y'all remember Cutmaster DC,
Because that's
Stevie D, he had the S on his chest back then. Shout out to him. Who else it was? Those was the ones that was in the neighborhood at the time.
Okay.
So that's
Okay. Was any DJ or promoter put you on for any club events back then? Like, who was the first person?
Who's
who
the
put you
first DJ, first promoter or at that time to
on?
let
I want
you rock
Chill
in the
Will from
club?
the East Side.
I mean,
my spot.
can't. To be honest, I can't even really recall.
Do you remember the first event you DJ'd? How did that go?
Damn, that's the first question. That's a good question. Nobody really asked me that. The first event I ever did. I mean, the first. I remember the Bronx.
Was it like a house party or something like that?
I mean,
or-
a house party. That's where it all started. I
Right.
mean, house parties. I was a beast. Like, I would be going. I would go through the neighbor. I was going to other neighborhoods, hearing the house parties, and I would hear it out there, and I would go up there and give them the tape, and then it was an instant party.
Right,
there.
right.
Dope,
So
dope.
that was.
Like,
that
who you
was a
hire, man?
regular.
Forget about that DJ.
Yeah.
Here's my tape.
Yo, I got this right here. You hustle,
Yeah,
man.
that was a regular.
Yeah, man. That's fact.
dope.
That's you was
That's a
putting in the
hustle.
work. It was a
Right,
hustle.
it was a
Yeah.
hustle, yeah.
You took a chance.
Yeah.
Not many people are willing to take that chance. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. So what about what was do you still have your vinyl?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I still got cassettes. I got everything.
You keep everything. Yeah, same thing we do.
I say I never did crack, so I got everything. Just to put that right.
Right.
I got all my stuff. I mean, I ain't sell nothing. Matter of fact, I got some goodies right here.
That's what's up. Do you remember the first piece of vinyl you bought?
All my joints right here.
Yeah, we Get
Classics.
some pictures of those.
Remember these joints?
Yes, remember those
The
Maxwell?
Maxwells. But my first vinyl. I mean, Sugar Hill. I mean, of
Records.
course. I mean, Sylvia.
Okay.
I mean, I was buying records. Yeah, but I was getting them. I was getting them the promos.
From the labels.
Right.
Yeah, I was getting them from the labels.
Hey, once your name came out, and stuff like
Started
that,
bubbling,
from
yeah.
bubbling, the vinyl would come in. But before that,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta go to,
You had
you gotta go
this,
get go to the store and
You had to, you had to go to Rock and Soul
So,
was one of the favorites.
Okay,
And then there was another one on 20-something Street.
22nd, 23rd.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And
down.
then-
It wasn't downtown
I don't
records.
think it was Downtown Records.
Yeah,
I know it's on 23rd Street. Yeah. Back then I went a couple times there.
Yeah, my choice of stores was B Street,
okay, yeah. Now you
Rock and Soul.
That was the cassettes though. That's
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I also get records.
Well, I used to go to B Street and Fulton for the bootlegs. I ain't even gonna,
Okay.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold you.
I mean, it's a whole history behind me with bootlegging, man.
We want to hear a little bit. We
Shout
got
out to Doo-Wop. That's how we met, man.
All right,
The
yeah.
Bounce Squad.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
we'll get
We
to
definitely want that. Need that story right there.
Man.
What made you fall in love with hip hop?
I mean, abstract, a lot. That's the main key of being abstract. Different sounds. the boom bap, you know, the originators, you know.
Right.
That's what made me, you know, want to create. You know, so that's what made me like fall in love with hip hop. I finished, you know, after I finished school, you know, I went right into hip hop. You know,
What high school you went to?
art and design.
Ah, okay. So you
You know, shout out to Organized Confusion, Kwame.
dope.
Who else was in my class? I'm telling my age.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. That was a good class right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
great
a
class.
great
you know what I
class.
mean?
Word up.
Great class of,
So
of hip hop.
you do art, you paint, you draw?
Yeah, I'm good with my hands. You know what I mean? I draw, I cut hair.
You did your own covers then back then?
I actually had this guy named Badell from New York Times did my joint.
Oh, we fancy. up there.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is what it is. This is from back in the day. Y'all see how it is.
Let me check it out.
Yeah. So you know, you know, it was a couple of the greats that was doing my stuff, but the very first masterpiece, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like just created it and wrote, you know, because back then you would put the date on it,
Right.
you know what I mean, and then you know, the little stickers and all that, you know,
Right,
but
right.
that was the first. But then after the first one, you know, people wanted to hear some more, so I had to step it up, you know. I'm like one of, you know, I ain't gonna say the first, but you know, back then I was ahead of my time. I was a beast with promoting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
T-shirts back then.
Yeah.
You know, doing the covers and you know, I was making flyers. Like I said,
You was branding yourself already out there.
I was
Right.
already,
Yeah,
you know.
you were one of the few that were doing. You was rapping on your intros.
Right.
You was MCing on your intros.
How many DJs did that
Not
back
many
then?
DJs did that. You know,
Yeah.
WAP did it. Tony Touch did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody else was doing regular. You know, I don't want to say regular intros because they were nasty, like
Right.
Juice.
The Juice.
You know,
Dirty
what I mean?
Harry,
Dirty
stuff like that.
Harry.
Shout out to all the DJs.
Yeah,
Respect
facts.
the DJs,
Yeah,
baby.
man. You know what I mean? So you were definitely, you know, putting out some bars and on your intro and all
Intros.
that. Yeah. Then you were going to the blends. You know what I mean? Oh, we was rocking the one on the way over here, the little Stephanie Mills joint blend on the masterpiece.
I've been up and I've been down
Until what?
until you helped me put my feet on solid ground. I've been rich and I've been poor. Then you showed me that there's so much more than the rat race and the fast pace could ever offer me. When I look back, baby, you've always been there for me. Something in the way you make me feel. Ain't no doubt about it. I won't shout about it. I tell you, babe, something in the way you make me feel. You make me fall.
To the home.
And it makes me feel real good.
I mean, Stephanie Mills, acapella is one of my favorite acapellas
Okay.
because I feel like that acapella goes with everything.
Stephanie
Yeah,
Mills. Yeah.
You know, the
that and the peace to president. I mean,
Right.
everybody knows
yeah, that's that classic Kid Capri
We
shit
call
right
it
there.
we call it the cheat code right now.
Cheat
If
code.
people, anybody do that now, we've
Then
been
you
there
on,
and done
you
that.
on and popping.
Right.
Right. I remember when Kid Capri did that blend on Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah,
And he had Ron G with him. That shit, that was an eye-awakening moment for me. You know what I'm saying?
I
As
think
far
was
as wanting
that
to
Yo
DJ.
TV? Yeah.
Yeah, it was with
Rock
Fat
and Well.
Five.
He was
in
at
Rock and Well. Right.
Well.
With Fab Five. That's a classic. Kid Capri. I'm sorry. Ron G had the 3 turntables going. You know what I mean? But I'm getting nostalgic here. And shit.
So when you were doing your parties back then, did you do a lot live blends? Your parties too?
Back then I was doing the blends. Yeah.
Live blends.
I mean, I was the only way you could, and you know, back then we was doing dub plates as well.
Right.
Right.
You know, so you know, but we was doing dub plates with the reggae. Pretty
Right,
much,
right.
Not with
The
blends.
dancehall stuff, yeah.
You know.
And the dub play basically was the artist basically making a record for you only.
Yeah, you take the name,
Take
take
the
a
name,
popular song at
right,
that time,
mhm.
put the DJ's name in it.
Yeah,
I'm just educating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some
Educating.
people might not
No,
know what a dub
stuff
plate
like that.
is. We don't want to get too geeky on them.
Right, right.
DJ geeky. Yeah. I mean, what was the first year that you of your first mixtape?
The first year,
The first drop mixtape that you dropped? What year-
91.
91.
I was still in Jersey
91.
still.
I mean, you know, actually, yeah, because wasn't Schenectady. I was popping in Schenectady and Albany back then.
Okay.
So, you know,
So you was sending masters up
See,
there?
now
or
it's
coming back.
Coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back.
That's what's up. We gonna keep
Yeah,
prying
man.
until we get it out of you. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Right.
But you was sending masters, or how was the setup going back then?
For me, I was reproducing my stuff. I would, you know,
Okay.
So you got
I
the
would-
machine at home, everything you was doing your own.
Nah, I was
Oh, just doing
going
it.
to the distribution.
Okay.
And it was pressing I had my stuff all pressed up. This one this is actually a master.
Okay.
But I was getting it all back then. I was, like I said, I was ahead of my time, man. I
Right,
was just I was pressing it up like real, you know, like the real joint with the
Right.
A side B,
Right.
Dolby copy, and
Right,
you know,
right, yeah.
And that's how I was doing it. I was selling my own, you know, pushing the own units.
Your own
like,
product.
Yeah.
So when you find yourself out there in the bootlegs,
I mean,
Yeah, tell
you
us
know,
about that bootleg.
yeah, the bootleg. And if anybody know Chill well, you know my history. You already know what it is with the bootlegging, man. The bootleggers know, man. You know what I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, I was just, you know, selling units, and they were selling each piece, and when they finished, you know, like a consignment thing.
Something,
Right, right.
You
Something.
know what I mean? And then we was also selling masters
Mm-hmm.
after the fact, after it got out of hand, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
With them bootlegging. So we
Right.
just said, you know what, let's just sell them masters.
Right.
So that's
So
what we
it's on the
started.
one
Yeah.
master for each bootlegger. And basically,
Yeah, and, you know,
whatever you make from
let
there,
them rock.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you make from there is yours.
Yeah,
but
we give 'em our
I
upfront
give my
money.
upfront money.
How
yeah.
was you giving them the masters on that?
Nah.
Regular cassette or-
We was doing like the master from the DAT to like a high def cassette.
Okay.
But I had that. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
everybody didn't have that. You know,
Right.
You getting fancy on them.
Hey, you know,
everybody,
man.
everybody
I still got my
had
DAT
that.
machine.
Trying to floss a little
Yeah.
bit. You know what I mean?
I still got my DAT machine. You still have yours?
Nah, I don't got my shit. I still got my CD machine.
I
though.
don't do
still
crack
got
either, so I don't sell
everything.
none of my
I
shit.
know,
Yeah. The DAT, I was like, you know,
That was the crack era.
I almost went ADAT.
Hey, that.
Remember the ADATs?
Hey, that, yeah.
I had all that. That's how I used to do my stuff as well too. Like
the
with the
ADAT?
eight, with if
big
they don't know
VHS
what the
joint?
ADAT, the big
VHS.
with the
Yeah.
big rail.
Yeah.
Know your history, man. Go
Yeah,
follow.
that's our point here, so people know, like, look, this is what we went through, especially the OGs like you, the legends. You know what I mean? Like this is the work you had to put in if you wanted to be
Yeah.
that
Facts.
dude. You know what I'm saying?
Not
like
just
it-
buy that laptop
and,
and that.
and just sit on your sofa,
Yeah.
you watching Seinfeld or some shit, and you download and create some music.
Right.
You know what I mean? You had to go out there, talk to people, meet people, build these relationships.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Beat up a couple of bootleggers, flip some tables. You know what I mean? And do these things. But nowadays, you know, you sit down, you do your little mix on your Ableton or your your Fruity Loops or your
Yeah.
Pro Tools, and then you just upload it to Mixcloud.
That's it.
And
All right, I'm a
next thing-
DJ.
I'm a DJ. I got 10,000. I'm popping right now. I need my check. Where's my blue check? I got 10,000 plays.
No, they don't want to check. They just want that hookah.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different thing.
I mean, like you said, man, everybody's a DJ. I mean, you got models, basketball players, everybody's a DJ. But this
Well-
is the culture, man. We talking about the real.
Yeah,
like,
we just want to talk culture right now. So what about your equipment? What was your first turntables and mixer like?
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you, man. We knew I was in the street, man. So I got all the finest stuff, man. I was
Mm-hmm.
one of the first like to do my stuff on a 6-track. I had DJs
You had
like
the Tascam? You had Tascam joint?
The
I had the
Tascam.
Sansui.
Oh.
Sansui, B.
okay.
Oh, wait.
Like,
Hey, rewind that. Right?
Yeah.
So, not the Tascam.
Listen, man.
Oh, sorry.
listen.
Don't even say that
Don't
word.
even
to
say
you.
that word.
I had the best coming out to see me, like, and they seen the stuff that I was on. I remember back in the days, he used to be like, yo, man, you cheating, man. You got the 6-track and all that. But then, actually, everybody started getting the DAP, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So, like I said, I was just doing my own thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just glad to be here, still relevant, still doing what I do, you know what I mean? Setting trends,
Yeah, I think if anybody has any intentions or aspirations to becoming a mixtape DJ and doing intros and doing blends, you are definitely one that they need to go back and do their history on and look at and
Right.
see what you did and how
Exactly.
you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like we had this conversation with, who was it, not too long ago,
Where blends?
with blends. Who was it
Eddie
on?
B. Swift?
Was it Eddie B. Swift?
It was Eddie B.
It was Eddie B. Swift.
Yeah.
And the point I made is that not because two songs mix doesn't mean they blend. You understand what I'm saying?
You have to have the ear, yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? It's and I don't
Yes,
me
it-
personally when I do blends, I don't go by BPM, I don't go by key, I don't go by none of that shit. Feeling.
Okay.
It's the vibe. How does that make this acapella with this instrumental, how does that make me feel? If I don't get that, my hairs are not standing, You understand what I'm saying? Like if I don't feel that right there, then it don't work for me. You know what I mean? But some people think because oh shit, they're in the same key. Let me put these two together. It don't work
You
that
know,
way.
like for me, you know, being in the studio and I just had an ear for that. You know,
Right.
you knowing how to when the chorus comes in. You know what I mean? When it breaks down. You know, the outro. So you know, my blends, I take certain segments of the acapella. I don't just rock from the beginning. You know, I always take a part and then make it my own. So that's
Right.
you know, I'm just in the class of my own.
You ready chopping it up? Or you chopping it up? the
Yeah,
record?
he was remixing it.
Right.
Wasn't just blending. He was
Right.
doing his own remix.
He took the first verse, made the second verse, and did his own thing.
Right.
to
And
the-
doing things like
right,
that. Yeah.
to the
facts,
hook, made the
facts.
hook the actual intro to the record or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Sample a beat, you know, and then do an intro, like you said, you know, do an intro or take a couple of records and then create, you know, my own sound, you know,
Yeah.
and then just hyping it up. That was the thing too, you know, like DJs don't do that as much now, you know. Like, that's what a DJ, you know, we do the MC, you
Right,
know. So
right.
I actually doing the blends, rapping and hyping myself up. Like,
Right. Yeah.
"Aight,
You feel
come on."
you all into it. Yeah. No.
So
no.
that's what a lot of people know me for the slogans. Like the
Yeah.
energy. you
Right,
know?
right. So back then, when you was doing the club or even the house party, because we had vinyl back then, what was the go-to vinyl back then that you had in your crates?
What's one that you would know that would flip the place upside down if you put it on?
I mean, back then was like Eric B. Rakim. You know what I mean?
He tried not to tell his age, y'all.
Maybe if I came for
trying to-
president,
I mean,
that's the
back
first thing.
then you said back then.
Yeah.
So you know, Eric B. Rakim.
For president was like, right?
Who's that? Just Killer, man.
Oh, Cypress Hill?
Cypress
Cypress
Hill. OPP. You know,
Okay.
whatever.
He went from an 87 to like quickly 90. He just
He
jumped.
jumped to the 90s quick.
I mean, shit, we still play. We still
Yeah.
play
Still
the
play
Eric
them
B. and
joints, yeah.
Rakim right
No.
now. So that's classic.
But you know
Right,
what's
classic.
crazy? Now when you go on a cruise ship, these are the songs you hear.
Here.
You hear the OPP, you
Right.
hear the Eric B, you hear, you know what I mean? You hear these
I don't
joints.
know about
that-
Killer Man, but
No,
No,
not
but that one-
Cypress Hill.
I
no.
mean, you said back. I mean,
No, no,
I
for
play
sure, no,
everything, bro.
right.
Like I could name.
like I say, right? I mean, but like you know, the party is bounced, everybody's bouncing, everybody having a good time. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to this record right now.
I'm gonna turn the shit upside
Right,
down.
exactly. So they
You
got to be.
saying what? So what?
Let's go 90s. Let's go 90s.
Let's go
all right.
90s or ever.
90s. Busta Rhymes was in the 90s. Right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, plenty of
So
joints.
yeah, Busta. Yeah, a lot of Busta. Yeah, back
Okay.
then.
The Hoo-Ha.
Hoo-Ha.
Hoo-Ha. Of course.
Scenario.
You know, scenario. Let me see what else we used to play. A lot of Tribe Called Quest. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
De La Soul.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. What other
So
joint?
yeah, a few records he used to go to.
I mean,
Because back then we actually had more hits.
that's hip hop. I
Yeah.
used to do R&B.
Right.
A lot of Michael Jackson, of course, that always get the club going.
Yeah.
Alicia Myers.
Yeah.
Thank
I want
you.
to thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frankie Beverly and Maze and shit. and-
I mean, so
yeah, the
it's
barbecue joints.
yeah.
They're barbecue joints now.
Right,
Yeah. I mean,
right, exactly.
but back then, of course, they
Before there were, I think, family reunion parties.
family reunion parties. Yeah. Good times, man. So, what do you trying to get into more on these mixtapes or what you was here? See, like pick your brain on.
He
it.
like chill. Well,
Yeah,
he answered them too short.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We're trying to get into your brain a little bit here on how it worked and stuff like that. What's your favorite mixtape that you've done?
The masterpiece.
That series.
The masterpiece, but I have the masterpiece. I have the Blend King.
Okay.
Blend King's one of the greats as well. I have Flex. A lot of people on that Brandy. Once I established the masterpiece, I went to Blend Kings,
Okay.
and then that was a favorite. You know what I mean? I had Club Bangers. What's my other ones? I have volumes. So
Right.
the volume, when I did my party, some of them I record live at the party, so
At the
I
party.
created volumes. And I also, like I said, a lot of DJ wasn't playing everything back then.
Right.
So some I created volumes where I did more reggae, and then some I did more R&B. You know what I mean? So I did volume, but my favorite I would say is Masterpiece.
So, besides your mixtapes, what mixtapes you used to back then? Listen to
Did you listen to any
anybody?
of the DJs?
Anybody else?
I
Anybody on
did.
your
I
radar?
mean, it was some like I was one of the first DJs to. I'm gonna say at least one of the first to put DJs. That's what I had needed to be recognized for.
Okay.
To put DJs on a mixtape. Nobody was really doing that. A lot of people, you put underground artists. I
Right.
mean, underground rappers.
Right.
But nobody was really putting
A DJ.
DJs.
DJs.
No, I was putting I had Ron G, Ted Smooth, Action Pack, Showtime.
Shout to Showtime, OG Showtime.
You know, Doo-Wop. Like and I was one of the first. So those are the people that I mentioned. I was fond of them. We was
they-
in the
are they
same
craft?
category,
Right. Yeah, that's your
same
class. Yeah.
category.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but shout out to Silver Surfer. I'm shouting to people that a lot
Right.
of people don't mention.
Right.
You know what I mean? Silver Surfer, the E Brothers. Shout to the E Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's the the ones I can remember at the moment.
Those were the people back in the end doing the mixtapes.
Yeah.
Era.
Yeah, they
Silver
were.
Surfers, the
Absolutely.
Doo-Wops,
At
you know what I'm
Showtime, I speak to him
Showtime.
at least once a month. You know
Action
what I mean?
Pack.
Definitely OG. You know what I mean? Showtime.
I
putting
mean, it's a
of
lot
work.
that people don't mention. You
No,
know,
of course.
but it's all good.
And that's
Those
why
are-
we doing this
right.
so that we can get these names out there and they can get they flowers while they still here with us. You know what I mean? And like we said, people know before, now what was going on and who was popping and who was doing it, who paved the way, who put in the work so that you could sit at your crib and download music. You know what I'm saying? And it is not one person. So it's a collective of individuals that put in a lot of work in the street or, with relationships and building and bringing these artists up.
Yeah.
And that's why we doing this, because us as DJs, we break artists. You know what I mean? And then we're playing their joints,
Right.
and then we're forgotten.
Right. And back then, the DJ used to come before the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DJ, we had the air. We was controlling the crowd before the artists would come out. So we was in the forefront.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. So then that's another thing. We there before the artist, and we there when the artist gets off stage to pack up the shit. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah, go in there, yeah. Or they chilling in VIP, or
yeah, I mean,
in their
taking
section.
signing autographs and
Right.
shit. We out here putting in this work and making sure everything is right so that they could come out and have a great performance.
yeah, we was a lot of DJs back then. Was in A&Rs. You know what I'm saying? We had the ears
Yeah,
to know
to the
what's,
streets.
what,
Right.
you know
Yeah.
what's gonna be rocking back then. Until today, we still doing what we do.
Yeah. Did you ever tour with any artists?
Fortunately, nah, I didn't tour with anyone.
what you ever on the radio?
Yeah, I was on the radio. Like I said, I was on Music Choice. I was on Hot 90. I wasn't stationed on Hot 97,
Right,
but
right.
I guest on Hot 97. Recently, I was on Sirius XM, K Slay show.
Dope.
May he rest in peace.
What is a mistake you see a lot of DJs doing, upcoming DJs doing
Now,
now? Yes.
biting, copycatting. Like, come on, man. That's what I said, man. Being abstract. That was my love for hip hop. Like, being different. You know what abstract is? Like, you know, everybody have their own identity. Like now nobody does that. I mean, people were doing it, but it's very few. So the wrong thing that everybody doing now is just copying. You watching the next man, and then you doing this. You just doing the same thing. Just be your original. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think there's much originality left out there overall. Because look at movies; they even remaking movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not even using the same
They're not. Yeah, they just
cast or anything.
they
It's
just kind of
storyline. They changed a little bit here to the left.
and trying to mess up a classic,
Right.
joint or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So what's your take on the technology now? How it's taking over?
I mean,
You embracing it or?
you have, you I ain't gonna say you have to, but I am embracing it. You want to show that you up with the times, you know
Right.
what I mean? But you also want to still show that you still with the culture. I mean, it is what it is. You got to move forward.
What equipment you using right now? What's your go-to?
I mean, I still, to be honest with you, and I always tell people I had got my turntables refurbished, but I
Okay.
still got the original joints from the '95.
Right.
Like for real, my techniques. So, I use controllers as well. Right now I mess with the Rain. I got a nice feel on that, the Rain one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mess with at the moment.
So as a DJ, right? Is there a single event or a memory that was a great time for you that you could tell us about?
A great time.
Yeah, one like a either an event or a club or something that you did that's like one of your highlights of what you've done in your career so far. Anything like a vivid memory that sticks out for you?
I should have did my homework. Y'all got me with these questions. I'm sitting here like them like, damn, his memory is not keen.
Now you're
It's
showing your
just-
age. Now you're showing your age.
But I remember one time with the Jungle Brothers. Where was we, man? Like Virginia.
Mhm.
And it was shout out to DJ Fashion.
Yep.
Rohan. I think it was one time in Virginia, man, when there was a lot of artists out there. I can't remember the event. Because back then, Virginia Beach, it was a lot of
That
stuff
was the stuff going on. Yep.
Yeah.
That's I
Before
think,
Miami Beach was Virginia Beach.
Right. Shit. What states were you going to? Like, what were you traveling as far? Where was your mixtapes taking over?
they basically they was worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy. It was in England,
Okay.
Australia.
Did they book
They
you?
was
Did you
out
get a chance
there.
to book
I
you and
was
go out
in
there?
England,
Okay.
yeah.
Dope.
Virginia, North Carolina, heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Upstate New York. When back then, if you was upstate, you was getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, what other spots? I just recently was in Barbados.
Dope.
Okay.
But
How was that?
that was dope. It was different, politicking with the other DJs and everything.
Yeah.
Any DJs up right now that you see that have potential? Upcoming DJs? Maybe in your neighborhood, maybe somewhere.
There's a lot of I can't think of the names offhand
Yeah.
right now,
There's a
but
few.
there's a lot of young DJs. They doing their thing, I mean, now that Serato, got the stems now.
So everybody got acapellas now.
forget about it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, everybody being creative with the stems now. So
Yeah, but I feel like not every song needs to be remixed.
Yeah. That's the
sorry.
problem
That's
too.
the problem. There's some songs
Yeah.
just don't touch.
Right.
Leave my Biggie warning the way it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's just some records that you just can't.
Leave Who Shot You.
Right.
Those are certain songs.
Scenario,
that-
leave it alone. Like I mean, just some songs that just to remix them. I think they need, and then they'll throw like a scenario beat with a bachata record or something. You know what I'm saying?
that's the problem right there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
perfect example. Perfect example. Yeah.
They
yeah,
need to
yeah.
leave that shit alone.
Yeah, Romeo Santos over
Yeah.
some fucking tribe or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
That's not working in my book. Not working in my book.
Well, in hindsight, is there a different road or different moves you would have made that you may think about to change your? Maybe you feel like you would have been someplace a step further
if
or
I
something
ain't
like that.
beat up the bootleggers. If I could have changed that from beating up the bootleggers,
But let's talk about that. Do you mind talking about that? Or is
I mean,
that something you want to touch on?
I'm in a good space
You're in a
now.
good
You know what I
space?
mean? So
Okay.
it basically, you learn from your
Your
mistakes.
mistakes.
You move forward.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, for those y'all just tuning in, this is the originals. I have to press up my own stuff. So when somebody bootleg it, that's a no. When we could just discuss
A price.
and
Right.
yeah, or I could give you the cassettes.
Right, right.
consignment. But yeah, harassing bootleggers and all that. If I could change that, you know.
Well, all the units you was pushing out back then, did you ever get an endorsement to any of the tape companies, Maxwell, TDK? Anybody say, yo, here's 5,000?
Nobody was thinking like that. I mean, DJ Drama, and who else? Clue.
Right.
But yeah, I was gearing towards it. I definitely was looking for it, but I haven't got sponsored. I mean, I got sponsored for covers and stuff, but not for the actual tapes.
Actual tapes. And do you have? I'm sorry. Do you have now to get your start doing the tapes and the CDs? Do you have your stuff all on USB now?
Oh, of
For
course.
sale?
I was me and shout out to I always shout everybody out. That's why I got love for everybody.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I never
It's
had
only
no
right.
problem with that. But I shout out to G-Bo the Pro.
Yep.
And Double R. We
DJ
was
Ray
like,
Double R, yeah.
I ain't gonna even hold you. I mean, as far as I know, like we were like the kind of the first to do it. Like
The USB.
I don't really know nobody else. I mean, so yeah, I've been had the USB.
So they want the Masterpiece series, and
Get everything right here, man. I have mixtapes and teas.
all right, dope. Yeah, we'll make sure we put all that up in it so people can reach out to you. 'Cause
But,
I know people search for those.
Yeah, so
And
I
it's
got
better, it's better than to get it from you that is good quality than downloading on some bullshit website. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have a ballpark figure about how many mixtapes you may have sold?
Listen, man.
Can't say
If the
downfield.
Fed is watching, man, listen.
Can't say downfield.
All I gotta say is DJ Chillwell from the East Side, Masterpiece, PEAC, and do your homework. And
Pay
he
your
like, man,
taxes.
he like, come on, you on the podcast,
Right.
you can't.
Right. You pay your taxes,
I
man.
did a lot of units, man. I did a lot of units, man. So that's all I can leave it at.
What was your best borough? Bronx, Manhattan, Queens?
From Harlem, baby.
I know that.
What do you
Harlem,
mean?
right?
Where it was pop? Where
What-
it
right.
was selling?
Selling
Yeah, yeah.
most.
Canal Street. Nah,
No denying that shit.
I kind of had love for around everywhere, man. I mean, I was blessed, man, to have. I mean, the Bronx, it was popping in the Bronx.
Fordham Road,
Fordham Road. Where else in the Bronx?
Grand Concourse, 3rd Ave.
Everywhere, right?
That's what's up, man. We just trying to give people some background on you. You know what I mean? People, I know you don't really tell your story too much, but we want to
And-
make sure it comes from you. You know what I'm saying? And that's
that's
why
the
we
For
truth.
doing
sure.
it. Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Because people ain't never know who I was. I mean, when I started putting my face on the thing, but they
Right,
know,
right.
like, yo, he's Spanish, Dominican. Like, who
Right.
is Chill Will? So normally it's weird because I'm a DJ, mixtape DJ.
It's crazy you said that, right? Because I know how you look, right? When you say I'm here, right? Then I
We
see
see
your
him.
man. I see your man come. I said, I ain't him.
That ain't you.
I was like,
He's
that's
like, yo,
two
correct.
lights.
He's like, correct. Nah, that ain't you. I was like, nah, that ain't him.
That's not him.
So I went and I walked around the corner. I was like, maybe he went to the other door.
People think the side door.
I was like, yo, did he go to the right address? And then you
Yeah,
come
but
out-
soon as
he's at the front door. So I'm thinking like you're in the front door.
Right, right.
You know, like,
I'm
no, wait.
one of those. I'm one of those when you driving like, yo, I'm downstairs. You just pulling up. Like,
So I go outside. I was like, I don't see him. Then I see him come. I was like,
That
I
ain't
Chill
Chill
Will.
Will.
I ain't chill.
I was like, yo, did he go to the right spot? I was like, oh shit, we gotta text him, let him know, but he at the right spot. Yeah, that's what's up. You popped out on us. Yeah, I do the same thing because we got people. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I mean? In our crew here,
Put them on deck.
we
get
gotta
the
let
wrong
them. We
time.
gotta let them know, like, yo, we gonna be there at
wrong-
4:30, and it's really 5 that he's supposed to be there, so they could be on time. You know, we ain't gonna say no names, but
Yeah, so we still love him. LS,
facts is all love.
if you could be stuck in one genre of music in one decade, what would it be?
One genre of music in one decade. It would be I love R&B, man. R&B.
90s, 2000, 80s.
Wow, this is a good question, man.
what would it be?
It'll be be the 90s, man.
90s.
Who's your favorite R&B artist? You got a go-to song that you rock with, like.
Not necessarily, but of course, Prince. The classics.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, we talking what R&B now or
No, in the
R&B?
90s. In the 90s,
90s.
yeah.
Yeah, 90s, yeah. I mean, but these people I'm mentioning is the 80s. You know, it's going
Right,
Into the 90s.
Going to the
Yeah.
90s. Right.
R&B. I mean, what R&B 90s was? You know, shout out to Monifa.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Right.
what was in the 90s, man? It's just so, you know.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Because then you got the new Jack Swing that came in late 80s, went sort of
got
into the early 90s. Guy. Yeah.
Guy,
Jodeci
Jodeci. But those, you know, for the club,
for the club. Gina Thompson.
Gina Thompson. I mean, she had, you know, Monica, was Missy Elliott, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Aaliyah, she was doing.
I got a good question for you. I just thought of it right now. Is there one acapella that you want but you haven't gotten it yet? A dream acapella.
A dream acapella. I mean, now that they got stems.
Forgot about the stems. Yeah,
Yeah. No, fuck the
Fuck
stems.
That's
the
what-
stems. Yeah, we don't have that
it
shit.
It wasn't really good, you know.
We didn't have stems. You know,
Yeah, we didn't have stems. You had to get it on a promo.
there was some. You know,
Like back then, I would say any Prince, you know, if I had a Prince, "Want to Be Your Lover" joint, like. You know.
Okay. I can imagine what that was.
what it was sound. Well, we can know now. I mean,
Yeah, but the stems don't really sound that great. You know what I mean? There's it has like a little phase sound to it. Like, you know what I mean? It'll work,
it'll work.
but
We
it's
get
not,
a little
it's not
feeling.
crispy.
We get a little bit feeling how
Yeah,
it
and I
feels.
don't think we ever gonna get a Prince
We
acapella.
don't get shit from our Prince.
A
That's
real
what
stem.
I'm saying.
A
So
real
that's
stem.
your dream joint. You know,
Yeah.
they had the Michael Jackson was floating around, so they had that. What's that? Motown.
They had the
So
Motown
anything
joints.
with Motown
Yeah,
was
yeah,
floating
yeah,
around.
yeah. Those.
But like Prince, who else, brother? Off the top.
Because there's always been like dream instrumentals like that I would love to dig up, and eventually I wound up getting some. You know what I'm saying? Like The Choice Is Yours.
Okay, we talk after the
yeah,
show, man.
Yeah, joints like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like some instrumentals that's like, and like I don't want no loop. I want the full
Right.
Yeah,
instrumental. You know,
Right.
some people take the end of the song and then they chop. They do a good job, but I want it with the bridge and everything how it is on the
Right,
12
right.
inch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, well, that's dope. Some Prince joints.
Can you name us your top 5 DJs back then and 5 top DJs now in your book? It could be mixtape DJs, just radio DJs, it could be club DJs, doesn't matter, just top.
Shout out to Grandmaster Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Kid Capri.
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff. Rest in peace, Jam Master Jay.
Yeah.
And I would say Scratch.
Yep. Dope.
Now,
Let's say you're going out for a night and you're gonna go check somebody. Who would you go out of your way to go see as far as DJing?
I mean, see, these are questions that I really won't go out. I won't really go out. I mean, not to sound distasteful, but you know, because I'll be doing my own thing. But if I would, like, if I found, you know what? Shout out to DJ Ace.
Ace,
Yeah.
Ace is
dope.
nice.
We're
the
supposed to
cut-
have Ace on the show.
Yeah, he
and
was.
Cut-
Yeah.
yeah.
Cut Lieutenant.
Cut
I ain't
Lieutenant.
gonna even hold you. Also, not Super C. C. Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Mr. C be killing. Mr. C.
Yeah, Mr. C, the finisher.
Yeah, Mr. C, DJ Ace, yeah, those are 2 good ones, yeah, definite. Definite.
What about when you're doing an event and people request songs? How are you? You know what I mean?
How you handle
Get
that?
the screw face.
Get the ice grill.
And then, gotta talk money. I just do that. The little violin. I play the little violin. Like,
Yeah, like we don't want to
but
hear a sad song.
I mean, you know, and the thing is, when the people that always ask for requests is like when they always change the genre or the tempo or what you're doing.
Right, right.
You like not
Take it to
now.
the
It's
left
way out,
here, yeah.
out of pocket.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah, I mean, you know, if you focus, you know, let the DJ do what he do, you know. So I mean, I don't know how you want me to
Or
answer.
what
I
about
don't- I-
yeah, no, just how you handle it. Like if somebody
I
throws,
handle-
if they throw $100 on the mixer, you know what I mean, and
You on
di-
98
you-
and the record's at 133.
and they, you know, what I mean, you into some '90s hip
I
hop.
mean,
and-
$100. Would you?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, you know, but if I'm in my set, then I'm ignoring. That's what I do. I stay focused and
Yeah.
do what I do. You know what I mean? But if I'm about to switch up, you know what I mean? Thank you. You know what I mean? I
get that to you later.
I gladly go. You know. But
We-
yeah, man. You know, I try to focus and I just ignore. You know, and stay with the set.
Yeah, we had a DJ a couple months ago. We interviewed. I'm not gonna say no names, but he had a NBA player tip him $1,200 to play one song.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said he didn't care. He played that shit.
I mean,
switched it up quick.
some DJs
know,
don't even
right?
get paid that much for
the
a
night.
party.
For a
So
night,
it's
right, right.
$1,200. Come on.
For
He
one
did,
song.
he did the house party switch.
Switch. Right. He was like switching that shit up right now.
You play. It went from Luke to Flex.
Hey,
To
don't
really,
matter. Yeah,
like,
you
you know
know
what I
what I
mean?
mean?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like when they ask for requests, you just change up the whole.
Right.
Sometimes, and keep it a buck. Sometimes some people come with some good requests too.
They might, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you be like,
It
oh
might
shit,
help you
it
on
might
your
help
set.
you and push you in a whole new,
Right.
give you a whole new.
But it's always them people though. Like I'm DJing. Like there's always somebody.
Right, right.
Yo,
Or-
that
or-
drunk girl coming
or you play it and they already left.
and they leave. They
They
or
leave.
They're at the bar.
They stop dancing or they're
Do
not
you
even
play my
dancing.
record?
You play my record?
Yeah, 4 times already.
I do the big pun. Rest in peace, big
Big
pun.
pun.
Go
That
that
way.
way.
Right. Facts.
What you currently working on right now?
Right now, shout out to Mixtapes and Tees. I
So
got
that's the website.
it's my website is chillwellmusic.com.
Okay.
But I sell merch and music.
Okay.
My music. I also got an EP out now. Shout out to Stack Daniels
Okay.
on all platforms. Chillwell Music presents.
Dope.
Currently in the studio. Actually, we in the studio tomorrow. Got a new project
Nice.
coming out. Shout out to Fat Man Scoop. If y'all ain't know, I was part of that. Women is that?
Yeah.
Women.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Um,
classic
yeah,
AVA
yeah.
joint, yeah.
You know, shout out to Strictly Roots. When I was the Fat Joe Grand
Yeah, let's
Poobah.
talk about that.
Yeah.
How'd that come about, the Strictly Roots?
Shout out to
12-inch?
DJ Fashion. You know what I mean? I
Alright.
was introduced with that,
Mm-hmm.
with Rohan. But we currently now is in the talks of something a part 2.
Okay,
Part 2,
dope,
okay.
dope.
Like,
That'd be
so
dope.
that's-
We need
that's
that.
what-
We need that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So that's what's happening now. So,
Right.
Who produced that beat?
but
The Beg No Friends joint.
Fashion.
All right, dope.
But you know, I was on the record. I actually rapped on it. Did you know that?
Absolutely.
So
and,
I actually-
and you had the ad-libs going,
Yeah. So I had so much involvement with it. It was like Chill Will produced.
Because it was a
Like,
dope,
you
no,
know
because
what
it was a dope bass on that. Doo-noom, doo-noom. Yeah, it was a
You know what I mean? So,
classic joint right there. I send you the pic. You know,
So
what I, mean?
on
I
that
got
E-
it in my crates.
Right. On that EP you working on right now, any artists or artists on it?
Stack Daniels.
That's all Stack Daniels?
Yeah.
Okay.
This that EP with him. You know, we just pushing that. But right now, you know, I don't want to start naming the name until we actually.
No, that's-
you know,
that's cool.
Everything's
I'm in-
solidified.
I'm in the
It's in
studio.
the works. It's in the works.
Yeah,
Right.
just be checking for it. You know,
And let people
checking
know
for
how
me.
many AV8 records you had out there.
I ain't had that many. I
About
had
2
a
or
couple
3,
of
eh?
bootlegs. There was a couple of bootlegs out.
Right.
But the masterpiece was doing it. I mean,
Right.
I was just like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't have that many joints out.
Dope.
Shout out to AVA.
Yeah, AV8. I used to deal with Brian P at AV8. I don't know if you ever met Brian P.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, that's how I got my joints out there.
Yeah, we was going back and forth. Like, look at this one. Look at this one. We was going at it.
We got to put them on the podcast.
You know,
Yeah, I'll definitely put the pictures up so people know exactly which ones we referring to. Once they see the name of it, then they're gonna know. Oh shit.
Yeah, you said it. I would have sent you all that stuff.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I got it. I got the vinyl still.
Okay.
Yeah, we still have our records.
We still
We
collect.
still-
He
still
said,
buy.
listen. It wasn't in the
Yeah.
crack. I got all my stuff.
Yeah, us too. You know, we kept a solid head. You know what I mean? Pause on that, right?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
broke
pause.
back.
Pause, you gotta
No
pause.
broke
No broke
back.
backs.
or-
No broke backs. We got a new thing called no broke backs.
We call it the no broke backs. Damn. You want to go? Let's go. On.
I want to ask one thing now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Any hardship along the way?
Hardship.
Yeah, any hardships you had?
bootleggers, man. I
It's
mean,
just-
that's,
it's bootleg-
if
Fucking
you do
bootleggers, yo.
that, that's the history of, you know, like I said,
The bootleggers.
but hardship. Yeah, I mean, you know, and altercations and everything, you know,
Right.
with the bootleggers.
Right,
Other
right.
than that,
What was that thing you were saying about with doo-wop? That's how you met doo-wop.
no. You know, back then it was the Bounce Squad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bouncing on them, and then Chill Well with the Fruit
Stomping on
Flavor
them.
fam. You know what I mean? So we had met on 125th when I was just like, I was actually bouncing on them. You know what I mean? Bouncing on the bootleggers, and doo-wop and them came through, and they see how we was moving, and we met actually through that, the Bounce Squad, Chill, and the Fruit Flavor fam, and to this day, you know what I mean? We still connect and stuff. You know what I mean? But
That's dope, that's dope.
yeah. But that was the only, I would say, like the hardship. You know.
Yeah, I spoke to Doo-Wop too. We definitely got to have Doo-Wop on here, but I spoke to him, so we'll get Doo-Wop on here, and so he could tell his story. I know he got some good stories too. You know what I mean?
How did the Fruit Flavor name came about? I mean, you said you was mixing a bunch
Different
of
genres.
genres of
you-
music,
you-
stuff like that.
In other
Yeah,
words,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
an open format DJ before it was a thing.
The thing, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's.
But the
that's
name,
what
how did
that
the
is.
name just?
Yeah,
You
what'd you come with?
using
Why-
Fruit Loops one day? You was,
I mean, like I said,
Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity Pebbles.
I'm creative, man. I was
Right.
just like I said back then. I was doing my own thing, so I created the fruit flavors. But it basically came about with the British Walkers, you
Okay.
know. The silk shirts, because back then we had the matching British Walkers
With
with,
the
the
shirt.
silk shirts. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Patty Pooh from Brooklyn. He always had, you know what I mean, the
fresh
the
pair.
drip.
Fresh
You know what I mean?
shirt, yeah.
So, you know, it was like the fruit flavors. Oh, you got the fruities on. You know what I mean? You know, and that was back then. Pause. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know.
Before the fruits came out.
You know, but the fruit flavors, you know, if they, you know, you follow that fruit flavors, it's basically like we said, you know, it's with the genres of music and getting fruity.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, all the what is it, Tropicana, Dole, all these people holla at Chill Will
Yeah,
so you
Chill
can do
Will.
a commercial for
Right.
you.
Come
yo.
on, man, fruit
Come on.
flavors.
Yeah, no,
Fruit
man,
Flavor,
yeah.
Sunkist brands, the Welch's brand.
You know what
Hit
I
them
mean?
up.
Even
All that,
let's
man.
keep it 100. Even like Truly,
Yeah.
they got all those watermelon and all these other
Right.
drinks. Like, yo, holla at Chill Will so you can put a little drops and shit for y'all
Yeah, he
together.
put
and
some
get this
flavor in
commercial.
there.
Put some flavor on it. I mean, get them a check. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just
Want to do the samples?
Let's do the samples, yo.
Let's do the samples.
All right, so basically, we're going to play a sample for you. You don't got to tell us the original of the sample. Just tell us who used it. Now, we know that some samples have been multiple times used. So whichever one comes to mind, you let us know, and then we'll tell you which one we was
Looking for.
looking
Oh,
for. All right, so there's no wrong answer here, really. And we ain't going to hold you to, like,
Right.
you got it wrong. You know what I mean?
I'm about to get the button, yo. We'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
button.
And that's why I wanted you to sit back in the seat, because when you get it wrong, I was going to eject your ass from the seat. You going to be out of here.
So what you gonna beatbox it? Or you gonna
Now we're going to play it for
So
you
we're
right
gonna
now.
play. Mayor K, you got
All
it?
right, ready? Let's go. First one.
That sound like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what's the number one song?
That's not that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, Jay-Z. You know what song was it? Let it play one more time, because the part didn't come in the sample.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. Let it rock.
He did right, Jay-Z.
Yeah, he got it.
You heard it?
Mm-hmm.
You said you're humming it already.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a group though. Right?
That's a group, but not
That's a
not
group.
the
No,
Jay-Z
not the
joint.
Jay-Z record.
But you just hummed it. At,
You hummed it. You hummed it.
I mean that song. That's a
that's a group. Yeah, yeah. But it's a
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
used
song.
it for what song, though?
Oh, for what song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hummed it the first time. Now you went the other way now.
Yeah, now he went to a whole nother other song.
Went another song.
okay, okay.
I played.
I'm thinking.
Play
But
the
you
song.
but you was there.
Yeah, you was there.
You was there.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, you can do it real quick.
Yeah, Jay-Z be cutting us off. Facts. He's showing up at our door. It's like chill.
Shit, we
Will.
just
Like,
got cut
chill
off
Will.
from Sierra.
A Sierra joint, but that is what it is. All right, let's go next joint.
Coltrane.
Yeah, you need me to sample.
Yeah. Who used it?
I gotta hear it again.
All right, let's go. All right.
I
Can't register.
It's crazy because with him, like, I mean, I do a lot of samples. I'm like, I gotta go back and see what do I do?
What was it?
And
Yeah.
then with him, with all the songs in his head from all
Off the
different
top,
genres.
I mean, was it manipulated? Like maybe they.
Chop
They
it
I mean,
up.
a lot
manipulated it,
of
that's
them,
what I'm
a
saying.
lot
So
of
I'm
samples, a
trying to-
little bit, yeah.
All right, play it.
Got me on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
Right off the rip, play the go with the sample. Right there. You see, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Primo. But Primo's a beast. Yeah.
He's a
When it comes
beast.
to
I mean,
chopping
that's
beats.
Primo.
Yeah, man. All right, let's go third one.
Track 4.
Let it play. Right there.
Nope, stop that shit.
I mean, that's all right. But what song is that? That's a Jay-Z one, right?
No.
Nah,
No?
play it again, kid.
Track 4.
Right off the rip.
It's right there. nothing's coming to mind.
That got me stumped.
That's tough.
All right, play the
Play it.
song.
CNN.
Okay, that went back.
The Nori joint.
Oh yeah, we go. I go.
Yeah,
I have to.
That was his early
The
stage.
Bang Bang joint, yeah.
I was like them from their second album. CNN.
The CNN album, yeah.
The second
yeah.
one.
All right, let's go.
That one you definitely.
I gotta know who used that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
I'll give you a clue. It's a group.
I mean, a group that used it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
used it. Yeah. Play one more time.
I'm not good at this. man.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. That's what it's about, though.
I mean, I know whatever person used that, they sped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, play it.
yeah, play it up. I'll play when
Yeah.
the beat drop.
It's gonna drop into that joint right there. He'll know right off. He should know right here.
Well,
We used to be number 10. Now we
Yeah.
Yep, the Fugees. Yeah, this is a little game we like to play.
Little something to, dig
Not to
into your
confuse
brain, but
nobody, you know, just
all fun and games.
so who created that? Who created it? Like y'all look for certain ones to know.
yeah, I just
'Cause
basically
these ain't the easy ones. Though.
I just
I gave you the easy ones.
No,
or
no, no. So, you know,
We didn't want to make
we
it
had
too
8
easy.
people we had interviewed, so I had to put 8 banks of
Yeah.
a sample.
We didn't want to make it too easy now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Go,
saying?
you know what? Go what bank is that? 3?
Oh, here we go.
Go
Now
to
you
bank 4.
put
Go
it-
bank 4.
Go bank forward.
Now, if he say he don't get this one,
It's bank 4. No, 4? No. Grand Wizard had his own bank. That was 4. So what you on now? Well, now he was 5 right now. We used it with him. Okay. 3.
I'm
All right. Okay. So go 5. Go to 5. Yeah, go to 5. He just played something. I mean, he might.
Anything.
Yeah.
that's primo, man.
Yeah. Definitely got that one.
Yeah,
That was too easy. Go to the next bank. Go to the next bank.
Oh, you gotta know this joint right here.
Oh, everyone, I gotta know. I don't know
Because you're like,
I'm
and I know,
overthinking.
yeah,
You're
no,
creative.
you're overthinking.
You're-
Right,
and
exactly.
You're a creative person.
Creative
you know what I
person.
mean?
So a lot of this stuff, you know, you heard it before we did. You probably like, oh shit, I'm gonna loop
overthinking.
this.
That's
I'm gonna put this on the
Thanks
6th
for
track.
putting it.
Play it.
Play the song.
Jersey, Philly, Baltimore, DC, Virginia, hip hop. New York,
The Busta Rhymes I used to go to back in the days. Everybody,
Shocker, Scratch was killing it.
Yeah, Scratch was good. They just had a battle. Was it Bink and who produced that joint? Damn, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but I know Bink. They had a battle in VA because they
Producers?
both producers were from VA, so they did like their own verses.
Okay.
Okay.
And everybody was there. Ninth Wonder was there. There was a lot of people there, and the other producer. Damn, this is terrible. I can't remember his name, but he.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
He like,
Fruit flavor what?
But he played the sample first, and I'm gonna find the video so you can see it. So he played that sample, and then he blended into the Busta Rhymes joint, and the place went
Nice.
crazy, yo.
Right, that's dope.
You know what I mean? Nah, it was dope. I wish
Oh,
I
I
would have
think
been
I
there for
seen
that
that
shit.
one.
Yeah, I'm sure because it was viral for a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
while
yeah.
there.
So that was a little segment we did called Sample.
And he
Who?
was using one of those, right? He was using,
I believe so. Yeah, he was
I've
using
seen
something
it.
like that.
I
Yeah, but
forget his name.
it was dope, man. It was one of those moments that I wish I was there for type of deal.
Right.
Yeah, man.
We can't forget. Shout out DJ Danny S and Triple Threat.
Yeah,
'Cause we're in New
TNG.
York, and you know the scene is different. We're in New York. Shout out to them for letting us use the studio
Shout out TNG Studios.
located in
TNG.
Bronx
and
Boulevard.
The BX.
You need that
been-
studio time. Hit up Danny S.
Shout
and
out to
Triple
Danny
Threat.
S. They've been real good hospitality and taking care of us
Yes,
real nice. So we
yes.
appreciate it, man. All right, so we're gonna give you a question here. All right. You get a phone call for 3 events. Same bag, same day. Right? So it's gonna be a club, a house party, or a corporate event. Which one would you pick? If it just happened to fall on the same day and they all paying you the same money.
A corporate event.
A corporate event? Why?
I can network at the same time, I guess. That's why.
Get a bigger bag.
It's long money, what you're saying.
It's corporate. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
first person who ever said that.
But he thought about it.
Yeah, you thought about it.
But it makes sense.
Give me that bag now, but now I'm,
Facts.
now I'm gonna network with everybody else and
Well,
get more
not
bags.
even that, but then I'll be doing all your events.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The club is one night.
Right.
And the same thing with the house party. It's
On next year's birthday party.
Maybe.
Ding, 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 ding. I got something right.
Hey, here you go. See,
I got
that makes up for the
something
samples.
right.
See,
That makes sense.
But everybody gives their own answer.
I
And
know,
it's
right?
good.
Yeah.
But that was definitely a great answer there.
no, it definitely was.
Yeah,
No one ever said corporate. It was like
Club.
or house party.
Because they feel it would be easier.
Mhm.
Because corporate, you know, you got to stick to certain. You got to play clean music sometimes, or you know what I mean, and like you got to stay in this
And,
area.
and the
or
crazy
whatever.
part about it, those are the wildest females on the corporate parties.
No, that's when they
That's
get
when Crazy
lit.
Becky comes out.
'Cause they got-
and Crazy Julie comes out.
Becky
Can
with-
you play this? I want to shake my ass.
Becky with the good hair. Yeah, I mean that's when they got the open bar and it's lit
Before 9 o'clock.
before 9 p.m. Everybody's going home by 10. You already wrapped up and in your crib by midnight.
What you doing getting that card game ready? I'm going to
Yeah.
ask them my favorite thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Best hip hop movie.
Crush Groove.
Damn it.
What happened?
Because to me,
T-
it's not.
t-
To me, I have a debate.
I think it's a hip hop.
I love
Crush
Crush
Groove is
Groove.
not-
I love Crush Groove, but I don't think it's a hip hop movie
Tell them why, June.
because I think it's a movie based about a record label. About one record label is based about the movie. So that, like, you know, we don't have many hip hop movies, which sucks. We should have more hip hop movies. But like the Beat Streets, the Breaking, the Wild South, they all had the elements of hip hop
Okay.
and stuff like that. You know, back then was the 4 elements of hip hop. Now we got 5 or 6 elements now
Right.
of hip hop. But to me, Crush Groove was about a record label. You know, some people say Juice is a hip hop movie. It's not really about a hip hop movie. Yeah, we have a DJ scene, a tag, a tag scene, stuff like that. But it's not basically based on the culture of elements of hip hop. That's just my, again, this is just my opinion. We have a lot of movies based on documentary of artists that are hip hop artists, you know, like a Tupac, NWA, Biggie, stuff like that,
Yeah.
50 Cent, stuff like that. But I think we need more hip hop movies. That's, again, my opinion. I'll debate basically. I don't think
Yeah, but
Crush
you know,
Groove
like we
is
said
Juice.
yesterday, I think it'll be cheesy. They're not gonna have the right people involved. You understand what I'm saying? And it should take some time to put something like that together, because they're gonna try to replicate Wild Style or B Street. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or Breaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I still think Crush Groove is a
Most
hip-hop
of the
movie.
people who make those movies, they wasn't ever there. Like,
Right,
Yeah,
they were never there. Right.
That's why it's,
But Crush
But,
Groove.
but I love Crush Groove.
Same-
Yeah, I love Crush
no,
Groove.
Crush Groove, dope
Yeah.
movie.
Dope movie. You know what I'm saying?
I say Paid in Full is a hip hop movie too, but he says it's
No,
not.
it's not. That's
Hip hop influence,
Influence.
is what he says. So then he screams at me and says, "What do you mean crack is hip hop?"
yeah. And we get back to the point. If you have a younger, a kid, you know, in the teens, you want to show them about the elements of hip hop.
How would
you
you
gonna
sit him
put
down then?
Pay in Full on or Colors, or you gonna play B Street? You know what I'm saying? That's just
Right.
again, this is all my thoughts,
His opinions.
in my opinion.
This is June's
My
drunk,
opinion
drunk
counts.
facts.
That's a new shirt. Junebug opinions count.
But all right, so check this out. This game right here is called Lyrically Correct.
More games.
Yeah.
More
More
game
game.
shows. happening.
Yeah, we have to.
Fana is like no big bucks, no whammies here. All right, so basically, Lyrically Correct. It's a card game, right? And I'm gonna read off a question to you. It's a lyric, and then you got to finish the lyric. All right,
And by the way, this is a black-owned company.
black-owned company.
We make no money off of
We-
this.
yeah, this
we
is-
just supporting them
we
because
enjoy it.
We
you know.
enjoy it.
It actually comes with a timer, but we ain't gonna put you under pressure like that. You know
So
what I
when
mean?
you do this,
Yeah, you can buy
It's all for love. Yeah,
all for love, it's all for
yeah.
love.
You
Okay.
could get it from Amazon.
Yeah.
We have no
oh, you
affiliation
have no
with them.
promo, no promo.
No,
No,
no
no,
affiliation
it's
with
all
them.
for you. No.
We just enjoy the game, and you know, it's a
We
good.
enjoy that.
I normally don't play games, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
we got to get you to, you know what I mean? You can't want you to smile a little
I
bit.
know.
You know what I mean?
I try.
Feel good. So, all right. According to Young B, what should you have on the side of your chicken noodle soup?
Soda on the
There you go.
Hey, Harlem, you know what I'm saying?
Harlem, you got to know that one. What's Too Short's favorite word?
What's my favorite song? No,
What's the word? You got it right there.
what's my favorite?
No, the word. What's his favorite word?
What does he say after that?
He says all the time. Yeah.
He says it all the time.
Bitch.
There you go.
There
That's
you go.
his favorite word.
That's a
Bitch.
That's it's accepted. Too Short could call anybody a bitch, and it's just like a form of
That's
love.
like- yeah.
Like you know
He's
what
like,
I mean?
you a bitch. You a bitch.
He's
You a
like,
bitch.
yo, he loves me. All right, what did the big timers wear with their gator boots?
With their gator boots.
Yeah. The big. Yep, you got
I don't got it.
pimped out Gucci suits, gator boots. All right, one more. Let's see. This one should be. You should before I even finish the question, you should be able to answer this right here. All right.
Every time you say that, I get it wrong. Every time, bro.
This was easy
You're
right
setting
here.
me up.
What was Mary J searching for?
Come on now. That was too easy.
That's what I'm saying.
See, everybody need real love, baby.
See, that wasn't
wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
Nah, that was.
It's better when
That's
you
better-
drink. It's
he's
better when
fun.
you're
I
drinking.
kinda
He
like
did
that.
better with that than the samples.
And then the sample.
It's better when you
'Cause I
drinking.
overthought.
You
Let's
overthought
get
it.
it right.
Yeah, you
Right.
overthought it. That's it.
Yeah, so it has like a timer it comes with, and it has like some challenge cards. There are other things and features for it, but obviously we're not playing the full game.
I
but
think a different class. That's not for everybody. All the young, they don't know that.
No,
All the young
we don't.
kids.
We don't.
well,
we can't.
funny, like some of the younger DJs we have,
Some.
you know, if we
some.
picked some of the cards out, whether it's 90s hip hop, they're actually pretty good about it.
Yeah, some.
Yeah. Some don't, you know.
Yeah,
but
some we don't
actually-
play with everybody that game.
So what years it go through?
I
It
think
goes-
90s
this,
and 2000.
This is 90s and 2000, and then they
Okay.
have an expansion pack too. That's all R&B. So it's pretty dope. But like I said, if you drinking, you hanging out with family, this is a good game for vacations type of shit.
Right.
You know.
So
Get-
you know,
get drunk.
So you know why I'm so tight? Because I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm
Yeah,
We don't
we don't smoke, but we
partake.
drink. I drink.
We drink.
that's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, okay. He like, damn, you don't smoke, but you don't.
Yeah, I don't smoke either. He
Yeah,
don't
we don't
smoke.
smoke.
Yeah.
When you walked in, the
They
smoke,
should
the
smell like
it.
smokers were in the
But
back.
you
That's
know,
the incense.
we
Right?
ain't gonna say
incense.
no names, but you know, it's secondhand smoke. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of secondhand.
yeah, man. So all right, let's say you had to drive from New York to Florida, right? What would be 10 albums that you need to listen to, or would like to listen to?
You said 10.
Yeah,
Any genre, any genre,
even
yeah.
mixtapes too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Besides yours.
Of course, from new to old. Or,
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't matter. It's you. You driving.
I'm gonna listen to Illmatic,
All right.
Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson. 10 albums.
Yeah, 10 albums. It could be any genre. Doesn't matter. It's you driving.
R&B. Listen to Scissors Hot.
Mm-hmm.
Off the top. So much music. I can't.
Right. Any mixtapes you would take with you? Well, actually, CDs, because you have a CD changer in the back trunk.
Yeah, let's say you
You
got a
can't change
CD
it.
changer in the
The
trunk
trunk.
and you can't get out.
You can't get out.
You only got
driving.
that 10 deck.
You're on 95.
You're on 95.
You're on
going
95. You can't
south.
get out.
You know what I mean?
Of somebody else's.
Somebody,
Yeah, don't matter. Yeah.
I mean, it might sound funny, but I don't.
You can't tell me you didn't listen to no other mixtape DJs.
You talking about now or
No, back then.
Back
Oh,
then.
back
In
then.
general, yeah.
In general, just in general, you know what I'm saying?
You got full reign right here. It doesn't matter the year, the genre, the person.
Mixtapes. Who I would listen to? Gotta listen to WAP, Kid
Alright.
Capri.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Double R was here, right here back then, so I
Right.
definitely gotta check and see what he
We'll see
doing.
what you got going
Right.
on.
Damn, that's only 3. What's that, 4? I gotta
Nah,
look.
you're about 6.
No, he's
six, seven.
he probably just reached Georgia, probably.
Yeah,
by
you
now.
were out. You were
You're
around
in
there
Georgia.
somewhere.
One more, just pick one more person.
Mixtape.
Mixtape
Nah, mixtape or artist.
or album.
Let me see. Back then, I would say Static Selector
Okay.
Dope.
Dope DJ, dope producer.
Dope producer. Yes.
or Mobb Deep, of course. Can't forget the Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
He made it Florida.
Yeah. He in Florida. Yeah.
He stuck somewhere in Jacksonville.
He had to get out. Shit stopped playing.
Yeah, get out, put his shit in.
Put an extra slide.
He said, nah, you know what? I'm done.
Man, fuck this
My
shit.
turn.
I'm listening to my shit.
Exactly. Back then, you said you was doing things before everybody else. You was out there hustling,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the creativity in your mind, everything that you was doing back then. If you couldn't do that,
Mm-hmm.
because again, that hustle is what made you who you are.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the hustle is the work is branding.
The Brandon.
That was the key thing back then. That was my hustle to brand myself, and I was just letting people know who I was.
Right.
Like everything everybody doing now, hats and
Right.
you know, I was doing that back in the
Back
90s.
then.
You know,
You also
so
had to
that
separate
hustle-
yourself also from the other person from the West Side. So
Yeah.
people had to make sure that this the Chill Will you're gonna have at your parties.
Right.
You know,
no
from the
doubt.
East Side.
From the East Side,
Was
you know,
what sparked the branding for you? Because like you said, a lot of people weren't
uh,
that forward with it. You know what I mean?
I was just creative. I remember I went to art and design, man. So
Okay. Right. So you.
But yeah, man, you know, I was just driven just to promote. You know. that's
Well, knowing that there was another Chill Will, did that have to
have some
something more
influence to do with it?
influence to push you out there more?
I mean, that could have helped, but that didn't necessarily. I was just driven to just promote.
Right.
You know, I mean, I was just going beyond and above, like, you know, nail salons. I was doing everything.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Train
Right.
station.
Right.
I was sliding flyers under people's doors. You know, I was just above and beyond. But it wasn't nothing. I was just doing it. You know.
Well, if you think about it, now it kind of clicks for me. So you went to art and design, so I'm sure you did some type of graffiti sometime.
Yeah,
You
the
know what I mean?
black
So,
books and all that.
The
I'm
black
from
books.
the whole.
So with that, if you cross it over to DJing, it's pretty much like putting up your own. You're trying to get your ups as much as you can
Like the tag,
everywhere.
yeah.
The
The
tags,
tags,
you know what I'm
something
saying?
like
You want
that.
trying to go all city
Let
is what
'em
they
know,
call
yeah.
it. You know what I mean? And so now
I like
it,
that. I like that.
It makes sense to me. It does correlate why and how he would be influenced to do it.
Doing the marketing, he did
Doing
for
the
himself. The
marketing,
branding, he
it's the
did for
same
himself.
thing like tagging.
Right.
It's like you wherever you see a blank spot, that's my spot.
And he saw every
It's
time he saw a door,
it's-
apartment door. He's
it's
like,
a-
his,
it's a
Okay, yeah, I
mailbox.
it's a
that.
mailbox.
You know what I'm
like
saying? And that's how you probably So that makes it makes a lot of sense now.
No, I like that. I like that.
How you were, ahead in what you was doing, and it's especially, going art and design, man. And it's not easy. So people know art and design is not an easy high school to get into. You know what I mean? You have to have a portfolio, right? And you have to show them, and you have to
You gotta take
interview.
the test, all
Yeah,
that.
interview.
You know what I mean? To
Be accepted.
and then be accepted to that school. Yeah, dope. So it makes sense now. See, we got it.
We got it, baby.
got it.
From the east side.
We got it, man. So let's go back to it. So anything else that you're working on? How can people get in contact with you? How can they get your USBs? Any merchandise or whatever it is that you have?
Yeah, plug it all in.
Yeah, plug it all in.
I wear all the plugs on me, man. I'm an outlet right now. But Chillwell FTE, chillwellmusic.com. You know what I mean? I got it. You could go there and check out merch, the USBs, the flash drives. Also got every mixtape I ever made on chillwellmusic.com/all mixes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can check that, all mixes, and you can scroll through all the joints.
Dope.
I really don't promote that, because mixtapes is like,
Yeah,
pirating, but
Yeah, but I mean, we still collect. I mean, I still have my mixtapes and from
I still
different
got
DJs.
mine,
We have a small display in the studio of some DJs that
yeah.
we have some of that. So it's an art. It's like I collect a lot. Anything with the culture, I collect. So
Yeah, it's
we fight at the house all the time. Why you need that? Because I need it.
I just need it, and that's it. Point blank. Period. No explanation behind
no
it.
doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
Everything Chillwell Music, everything chillwellmusic.com, and you can find, everything, my link, everything on it.
Are you on that a new radio station that they have out in New York?
the block.
But
The
the
block?
block, nah, you like that. You should be on there too.
You should.
It's
Yeah,
getting
I mean-
there. It's getting there to be there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
There's plenty of time in the day.
That's the thing, though.
man.
I think they, if you want to do a station like that, you need to do your history work and
Exactly.
find the
Yeah.
DJs that were doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing if you want to own a club,
Mm-hmm.
be a DJ first, maybe, or something. You know what I'm saying? Learn what's going on before you build
Yeah,
that
behind the
club
scenes, yeah.
and worry about just the money on the alcohol
Mm-hmm.
without knowing that's what's going to attract your club
gonna
as
work,
well
yeah.
as
Right.
the DJ who's performing for your event.
Well, I think
And
they,
have their equipment, too, that they need.
they headed in the right direction. You know what I mean?
I
They got
mean,
they
yeah,
got
I-
Brucey B on there.
No, they,
You know what I mean?
Right.
And he should have been
He should have been on the radio a long time
a
ago.
long time ago.
Right.
You know, so I think they making the right moves.
Nah.
You know what I
I
mean?
think I gotta find an agent, man. That's what I need.
A booking agent.
Somebody, man.
You gotta find you a couple Instagram models.
Publicist or something. They got all the content.
They
They
got
got
all- they
contact.
got it
They have
all.
the list.
They got the list already. They got that old label list you used to get with the addresses and shit on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, he definitely should be on that radio station.
Yeah, even one day a week or something like that. A little spot.
Something,
You
man.
know what I mean? It was dope.
Fruit flavor mixes on.
Fruit Flavor
like it, I
Fridays.
like
Fruit flavor Fridays, you know what I'm saying?
Here to plug, baby.
You know what I'm
Let's do
saying?
it.
We're going to plug that in.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in the universe and
Yep.
put it into fruition.
Exactly. All right, dope. Want to sign off?
Yeah.
Any final words for you?
Aight.
All right.
You know I'm gonna add some echo to that right there. That's good. All right, dope. So, thank you for coming out once again, spending some time with us.
No doubt.
We would like to salute, you, DJ Chillwell from the East Side, for sharing his stories on Respect the DJs podcast. Many thanks to you, our loyal listeners and viewers. And as always, we have another exciting episode coming up. Stay tuned. And until then, I've been your host, DJ Khaled, alongside DJ Junebug for Respect the DJs.
And don't forget our sponsors, True Leaf, making smoking a little easier. Got that special leaf in there, boy.
Yes,
Just
yes,
roll
yes.
your shit and you can smoke
smoke
your
it.
shit. We got our merchandise out, t-shirts, hoodies. Check us out. And we out.
Chancletas, all that.
Peace.
Peace.
Street Dreams Music Group. Play that, play that, play that.
DJ Jazzy Jeff, the maestro of beats, the turntable titan, and the master of the mix. This dedication is a testament to your unwavering talent and unyielding passion for music. DJ Jazzy Jeff, you have graced the world with your electrifying rhythms, captivating our souls with every scratch, spin, and drop. From the streets of Philly to the stages of the world, you have orchestrated symphonies of sound that transcended boundaries and unite generations. Your artistry knows no limits as you effortlessly blend genres, eras, and cultures, leaving us in awe of your unparalleled ability to move our bodies and uplift our spirits. Beyond the pulsating beats and infectious grooves, you have remained a true pioneer, shaping the landscape of hip-hop and DJ culture. Your innovation and fearlessness have paved the way for countless artists to follow in your footsteps, forever etching your name in music history. So here's to you, DJ Jazzy Jeff, a true legend who has shaped the sonic landscape of our lives. Your music has been the soundtrack to our celebrations, our late-night drives, and our heartfelt moments. Your dedication to your craft and your unwavering commitment to excellence inspire us all to dream bigger, dance harder, and live life to the fullest. May your beats continue to echo through time, resonating with future generations and reminding them of the indelible mark you have left on the world. Thank you, DJ Jazzy Jeff, for your immeasurable contributions to music and for being a constant source of inspiration. Jazzy Jeff, Respect the DJs podcast, salute you.